Now, as a counselor and with your husband at Aloe House, what tips you can give for people with an addiction problem? Is it, I know it's hard for them to come forward. Is it the responsibility of friends and family to try to get them in?
I think that intervention can be great, and it can also be really harmful. We have to remember that intervention can be empowering, or it can be really punitive. And the punitive approach towards addicts is not helpful. They already feel terrible about the situation that they're in.
It's a huge shame.
It is a huge, you're shamed, you hate yourself. Trust me, you hate yourself. So the most important thing is access. We need more places that treat this disease in an evidence-based manner that gets to the root of trauma, that works on the addiction aspect, and then what you're going to do with your life from here on out. I was really, really, really lucky that when I entered into sober recovery centers, when I had 10 days sober after detoxing in jail, which was horrendous, the owner made me go to school. He said, "What are you going to do with your life? You need to go to school. You need to do self-esteem building. You need to have something that you can live for." And thankfully, he had me do that, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Well, and we do have to go, but I want to grab one quick comment from you, Evan, because you do this for a living, too. What word of advice do you have for a spouse out there? You know, maybe their spouse is going through this. Maybe they are just trying to get through recovery.
I think patience, compassion are very important. It's almost different when you're talking about your kids. The most loving thing I think we can do for someone is to say something. If we see there's a problem, the less we say, the more trouble that person's going to get into. So this has to be direct and in the most loving way possible. That is what's going to help you.
And it may not work the very first time, but I think this is so important to have the discussion. Proud of the two of you for all the work that you're doing. Keep up the great work. We'll, as always, have more resources on our website if you or someone you know is dealing with an opiate addiction.